In this series, I'm ranking every single national anthem in a tier list like this one below me, as an actual 9-year music student. Basically, I'm following this process. I first listen to them and decide how good they are based on originality, emotion, melody, and all the music stuff, and then I give them a rating on this list from the depths of the F tier all the way until the best ones in the S tier with all the tiers in between. Stick to the end because we're already discovering some real bangers and some absolute masterpieces that are and will be definitely worth your watch. So let's jump straight into this second episode. But wait, I still need to tell you some stuff so I don't get brutally crucified in the comments. I'll kind of summarize what I said in the last episode. First, everything is my opinion, so don't take stuff too personally. Second, I might do some unmentioned tier changes, so keep an eye on that if you care about a specific country. And lastly, well, there's no lastly, but remember that I'll link the first episode of this series in the end card so you can watch it after this one. Okay, I'm truly done now. Let's start this for real. Okay, so to start off, let me apply the changes we did in the last episode. Okay, nice. And also let's change the flag of Bahrain to the flag that's actually of Bahrain, because this is the flag of Qatar. And also for all the national anthems that I ranked in Wikipedia in the last episode, I'm gonna change it at one point or another, but not now because I don't know. But anyway, let's go with, for example, I don't know, Poland to start off. So let's see what Poland has got for us. I'm quite intrigued. Poland has not yet perished. Oh, that's quite an epic name. I like that. But let's see if the music is actually cool. That's some very epic classical music, like March March Dabrowski. Well, I know how to pronounce that, but you get the point. Like as I said in the beginning, it's very epic, and the chorus is actually very well put, and it's really gorgeous. And like it has a form, like it goes like ton, do, do, do. This is some really good classical music. Like, I didn't expect Poland to turn this good, but I guess it did. So it will earn itself like a very high A tier. Like, it's kind of like a more calm down Russian hymn, and it actually makes sense. Nah bro, no way, this absolutely deserves an S tier. I still don't understand why I didn't talk about the amazing symbols and instrumentation overall. This piece is just incredible, and even if it isn't as iconic as Russia's, the catchphrase March March Dabrowski will be permanently ingrained in my frontal cortex for the next months. Holy fuck. Anyway, let's continue. So after that, let's go with a country like, I don't know, Peru. As many others, it doesn't have any actual name, like it's just National Anthem of Peru. But anyways, let's not judge it by the title. That like really strong start is like pretty characteristic of those anthems in the South America that talk like about independence from the Spanish Empire. However, this one has quite a weird melody, like it doesn't have like too much originality in my honest opinion. Like I really don't know what to comment about this because there isn't like many original things. Like well, all of that is nice and all of that, but I'm sorry Peru, but I think I have to give you like a C tier because it was quite regular though. After that, let's go with, I don't know, Ethiopia. We could get some cool things from this, and I really hope they use like the traditional instruments from Africa. Like this would be quite cool. Well, the recording isn't really good, but let's hear that anyways. Let's search for a better recording because, well, here I haven't found the instrumental version. Maybe the voice is cool, but I prefer like some good instrumentals with no voice instead of like a pretty bad recording. I really like those intervals, like da, da, da. That's pretty cool. And I really like that cadence, like da, 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 da. Like I know this is like a typical authentic cadence, but it ends up pretty well. Ooh, this B phrase is kind of like a piano and all of that. Wow, the music is really beautiful. Ooh, I really like that. Like, I haven't seen these kinds of stuff. Like, it's really original. With this, I really imagine like a country with like a lot of mountains, and I don't know if jungle, I don't know if it's like the jungly part of Africa, but I don't know. I think we have heard enough. Like, there's some really interesting like harmonies and all of that, so I didn't expect to give it a B tier, but here we are, I guess. Dude, nah, this was a definite mid-high A tier. There was so much relaxing yet epic stuff in that anthem that it should be a war crime to put it lower. Nice. So then let's go with, for example, the Bahamas. Already the percussion is kind of more modern than the previous ones. I don't know what's happening, but there's like the piano that does dum 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 dum. It's a bit weird until now, but let's see how it evolves. Oh, and also there's like those maracas that they use in the Caribbean. That's a really nice touch. Like, I'm gonna give it extra points for that. Lift up your head. Like, bro, in English colonized countries, there's always that woman that sings with all her heart. But personally, I find that a little bit cringe. Like, did I just hear a freaking electric guitar on national anthem? That's a bold move, but like, this is original, but at the same time I feel like there's something missing. I don't know, like, it's all very uniform. There's not anything that can really surprise us. Here you have like the percussion instruments that they use in more modern music than that. Like, what? Well, it's still a bit weird, and I don't know who the hell composed this. Like, I'm sorry, Bahamas. Like, it's a cool idea, but in practice it was like a low C tier, since I don't know, I don't like it. So after that, let's go with none other than France. I actually know this national anthem because, apart that it's the most known national anthem in the entire world, part of my family actually lives there. But even with that, let's hear it to like know it a little better. It's La Marseillaise, and in my opinion, it's kind of the most overrated anthem in the whole world. Why am I saying this? Because a lot of people put the best anthem in the world and all of that, but in my opinion, it's not that cool. But let's see if I'm right by hearing all of this. So here you got like kind of a weird intro. Like, I know it's kind of spacious, like kind of some chaos for instruments to join in and all of that, but I still find it a little bit weird. Like, I don't know, I didn't even know there was an intro. Okay, so here we should get the main part. Okay, so why is there like ta 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 ta? Like, come on, you should already have started the main phrase. La patrie de gloire est arrivée pour nous, la tyrannie. Like, this is a really triumphant song, and all of that is from the French Revolution. But as I said at the start, it's like pretty overhyped. It's better than the average European anthem, but I'll have to put like in a mid B tier because I don't think it deserves way more than this. Yeah, no. La Marseillaise is still iconic and very good, so I need to put at least in a lower A tier. But after that, let's go with, for example, New Zealand. God defend New Zealand. Already the start is kind of lame because it's made with those synths that are pretending to imitate actual instruments, but it sounds really weird. But let's not judge it by that, and let's hear the whole thing. Wow, let's wait for the actual melody. Yeah, you got that really sweet voice that is really slow. Like, bro, this is like so typical about English anthems. Like, it's not even funny. Now, I'm gonna see if there's like something like a build-up or something like this. What is this part? This part is kind of rocky. Weird. Why did you put it here? The only cool thing is the woman doing high notes and all of that, but there isn't some actual solid stuff over here. So yeah, I'm sorry New Zealand, but it was kinda lame. I think I'll put like in the lower half of the C tier. Let's hear Mongolia, for example, instead. Ooh, did you hear that gong? That's quite cool. They use an instrument that's quite representative of the country already at the start. It's a bit imposing. I quite like that the violins going in at then the and also the melody is really cool, like the I really like the like, and this is quite zen at the same time. Like the hymn, instead of like talking always about God and all of that, it talks about the key of happiness, the calm of prosperity. It's really interesting. So yeah, I think it earned itself a really good place in the beach here. It was really nice. Okay, so then let's go with Hungary over here. It's literally just called a hymn. Like, bro, give it an actual name. Like, you can't just name it like hymn. Like, what hymn is it? Well, I don't know. Let's hear that. Yeah, it's slow at the start. La, 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 la. With your typical violins and like sad classical music. Someone told me it's quite sad, and honestly they were quite right. Yeah, it's sad, and like you don't get like any fear or anything like. But at least it's got like a dun, dun, dun. Like, at least there's this. Ooh, I like that the voice got so high. Like, they are pretty good voices. Well, this is a bit boring for a national anthem, so yeah. In the last steps of the siege, hey, let me stop you right here. No, absolutely not. There's definitely a high siege, and shut the fuck up. Wait! So now that we're halfway through this video, if you liked it until here, remember that you can always hit those big like and subscribe buttons, as it would mean a ton for a small channel. Okay, so then let's follow that with Azerbaijan. I've heard Azerbaijan's anthem is really militaristic, but we'll listen to that. Okay, so it's the Azerbaijan March. I think this text means that, but I don't know. Yeah, that's at the start. Yeah, this is a bit slow, but it's like really imposing. Like, it almost seems like an empire. I really like these intervals, like that. I think these are perfect fourths. I think that interval is really well placed. Like, I would be proud to have this anthem. Tricolored flag. I really like the and then here it comes. Wow, that's wonderful. And it's not repetitive too, like it's really cool. Even if it sounds like very militaristic, I really like that. So yeah, it deserves a high beat here. So then let's follow that with Spain. And actually, I live in Spain, so I should know this anthem. The problem is that they don't put like a lot of times this anthem because it doesn't even have any lyrics. But I think I remember it's pretty good. Let's hear that. La Marcha Real, the Royal March. Like already the start, it has already like a lot of action and a lot of power. This is what sets it apart from others. This is a really strong start, like with the Viva España. Ooh, so it reduces like the first rhythm, but with like different notes and in piano instead of forte. Well, if you're confused, I said that there was not even any lyrics because these lyrics are not actual official. Like they put like here, but there aren't any actual lyrics. It's a bit short, but it doesn't need to be like any more than that. So I think for that, like it really impressed me and it deserves an 8. So after that, let's go with Monaco, for example. Where is it? Okay, here between Moldova and Montenegro. We'll do Montenegro after this. Why not? Okay, so I think this is in a language that's called Monegasque. The start is like very classical, like it's way less like music that you play in the streets, and it actually kind of makes sense a little bit. And this is like very enthusiastic. I like that. The language is kind of a variant of Italian. I don't know. Ooh, I really like the. There's some really unique things here. Another time the main phrase, and here it ends with this. So yeah, Def surprised me. I think I'll put like in a mid B tier, like it was good. And after that, let's go with Montenegro since we said it. Oh, Bright Dawn of May. It's quite a cool title, I think. Oh, I like the. It's a bit imposing. It's like very like tribal. Wow, these intervals make it like not sad, but like really majestic. Yeah, that's the word. Another time the well, this only has like the and apart from that, it doesn't have like too many things, but I think it deserves a good like high C tier. Yeah, and then let's transition straight into Laos, which is here. Well, the recording is a bit old, as you can see. I know we won't judge it based on that. We never do. I really like that interval. This sounds a bit weird. Yeah, no. Here it's like, how the hell is this imposing? I don't see it. And also the instruments like sound a bit bad, like. There's only one instrument. It's like the chorus and one instrument. How do you wanna have like a really cool national anthem with this? Like, yeah, no, I think it will unfortunately be a D tier. I know I ranked it because someone in the comments told me to do it. I'm sorry to that person. Maybe I'm listening to the wrong recording, but I don't see like any really cool things about it. But then let's go with Jamaica, for example. Jamaica, land we love. Well, let's see if they love as well their national anthem. Ooh, the it's like kind of typical for like these English nations. And already the instrumentals are kind of weird, like it's another time those fake instruments that come from synthesizers. Like, bro, how the hell does this really represent their culture? It's only English stuff that like just sprinkled there, and it's one of the many English anthems, and it doesn't have anything really cool going for it. I can tell you almost every single English speaking country has a really mediocre theme. Like, I know that it's like about God and all of that, and I respect that, but like I don't know, I find it a bit boring. I'm sorry, but that was mid as hell. Like, I'ma have to put it like in a D tier. Like, it has very little things going for it. But let's not talk more about this, and let's go with the following anthem, which will be Colombia. Oh, Unfading Glory. Ooh, that title hits quite hard. Typical of the South American themes. Let's see a bit how it develops. Ooh, like this one has really some vibe to it. Like, it's like a very joyful march. This is very good. This sounds like very minor because it gives it like a very triumphant feeling. It's like very military, but I like that. Yeah, that was a really cool anthem. So yeah, I'm gonna give it like a low B tier. It really deserves that, honestly. And after that, let's do the Dominican Republic, since we're here with South American national anthems. Valiant Dominicans. Let's see how that sounds. Another time, I start with some action. It's quite short and like it doesn't have like a lot of stuff. I don't see any originality and anything that surprises. So I won't spend a lot more time in this. I'll only put like in a high feature, like it didn't deserve more than that. And after that, let's also go with Estonia. Let's see if I find it here. Okay, so it's over here. Well, at least even if the start is a bit slow, it's at least more original than in English themes. No, I didn't say anything like that. It's so used. This is 3 notes, which the 2 from the exterior are separated by a second minor from the low note. And it's, I think, one of the most boring ways to make that cadence. I'm sorry, but I don't like that. Yeah, it's very national. It's like I wouldn't find anything that's as beautiful as my fatherland. Yeah, but like Estonia is very small and I don't know. And overall, there isn't any good hit over here that can surprise us a little bit or like that gives it a little bit of an imposing feeling. I'm sorry, Estonia, but you have to go, well, in the midst of tiers, which is C, right in the middle. Okay, so then let's hear Ecuador's national anthem. We're doing like a lot of Latin American countries now. We salute you, our homeland. How will it sound? Another time we have this very action start. Like you got like those very imposing melodies with the and then the main part should come. So here is the main theme. And it's really good. Like the melody is really like advancing and all of that. I really like the change to this. I think this is a diminished chord and like this chord pattern is really cool. But let's continue it to see if there's anything very good. Like itself, I think the anthem is not that impressive. However, the voices are really cool this time and the melody is really cool, so it gives it bonus points. And here it's like mostly women, but here like it's a man that sing like lower, and this creates a good B phrase. I think we have heard enough from this, and even though it had some original stuff, I think like it only deserves a C tier, like it wasn't that good. And then let's go with South Korea. As you can see, it's called Aegukga, which is the patriotic hymn. And I know, but Aegukga sounds like really badass. I don't know why, but anyways, let's hear it. So a really solemn start, but it's a bit slow. However, it has like a very beautiful melody with the like the singing is pretty beautiful. However, the problem is that it doesn't impose as much as it could. And here you have a really big impact. However, it's not followed by anything else, and like it kind of loses power then. Let's see if there are any like better parts. Like the same here. The problem I have with this kind of anthems is that the voice like dominates and the other instruments like are really decorative. So the melody is really way too simple and it doesn't lead to any kind of very good music that can really convey a clear imposing message. That said, I really like this glissando with like the mungwa, like it goes from the dun, dun, but yeah, way too slow for my liking. Like it's gonna go in a low C tier only because it has pretty good voices. And well, I think the time is ticking a little bit, so we'll do the last countries now. So first we'll do the UK. I think Liechtenstein literally took the anthem and made it their own, so it will sound really similar to that, and it may go in the D tier, unfortunately. So we have the classic God Save the Queen. Let's see if God can also save this anthem from being as bad as Liechtenstein's. So I knew there was like this drum roll at the start, but again, what are you trying to prove? It's just a drum roll, bro. There's no emotion there. You can see from the very start that it's like a slow mess, and I know it's solemn and all of that. Let's see how it continues, but I really don't like this one, to be honest. Like, this is the typical English anthem. This trend that they start here of like people like chanting like wow, 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 and then like a really slow melody there that doesn't have like anything interesting at all, and then they call it like the best anthem of all. Bro, no. How the fuck is this better than every single anthem in the S tier, every single anthem in the B tier, every single anthem in the C tier? Like, bro, it's clearly a D tier, and maybe I'm just a hater, but that's how I feel. And plus, it doesn't have a lot of lyrics, like it's way too short. Well, it's not short, but since it's so slow, it makes it short. I don't know if I'm explaining myself. Let's see if we find like something like that imposes. Oh, well, this hit is quite good. I like those kind of, I know which percussion instrument is this, but it's quite unique, but I think it's not enough to change my hate for this national anthem. I mean, the end was a bit good, I'll recognize that. So, I think I'll put it like in C tier. And then to end off this video in grace, let's do one that has been quite mentioned in the comments of the last video, which would be Germany. I heard people like it a lot, so let's hear it. And I know it's very nationalistic, it's like Germany above all, like... The start is very melodic, that but I don't find a lot of stuff in this melody, but let's continue this. Okay, so here we have kind of an intro. Okay, so here we have the main phrase. Like, this is a little bit like a classic European anthem. But the problem I have with these kind of anthems is that it's a little bit always the same. Like, there isn't something like really powerful like Russia's anthem. It's pretty melodic, however, it's the typical European anthem. I find like very little originality in this, and there aren't like any interesting cadences that I can see. No, I have already seen all of this that has been appearing. Like, I have not been impressed by anything. So I'm sorry to all my fellow Germans out there, but this anthem is almost as overrated as France's national anthem. Like, it's a good C tier, but nothing more. So yeah, this would wrap our tier list, but I would like to make a slight change before we do anything else. Let's add a row above S tier, and let's make the SS tier a tier even above S, and we're gonna put Russia's national anthem there, because I can tell you, I heard it in the past episode, you can't deny it's the best anthem in the entire fucking world. Like, it has like the dun 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 dun. I have ended 2 episodes by praising Russia's national anthem, but it really deserves it. Anyways, I'm done. Okay, so this would wrap up this second episode. We confirmed the fact that anthems sound way better now in YouTube than in Wikipedia, like I listened to them in the last episode. And we now also can see that the tier list has an even bigger C tier, which definitely tells us how good anthems are in general. But in the flip side, we got a lot of new ones in the A and the B tier, which is pretty refreshing. And now, as I said at the start, in addition of this series being in a playlist in my channel, the first episode if you want to watch it. But there is also this one on the right from another series where I play every single music mobile game. The choice is yours. Anyway, as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.